Arlington, Texas. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in a very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 8 catches, 87 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Brees. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop to throw. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. For Gallup, a check on the numbers from a week ago. 4 catches, 77 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Sanders has it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Breeze now on 1st down. Left side here to Sanders.
Breeze pass.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dontari Poe has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
Breeze now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Ezekiel Elliott, incomplete. Brings up third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again here. The Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brees. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brees. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Jones. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Complete.
Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
14.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At their own, Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Elliott, toss right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
For Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, nice move. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So we have reached halftime here, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Out of bounds at the 30.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down carry by Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. Prescott. Green with a catch left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Offside, defense.
Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And his kick is right through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try.
Now Breeze lost the football. They find some open field here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Josh Hill, 79 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Again, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
On the carry.
Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Breeze going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Receiving team. Can't do that.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass out. An illegal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aldon Smith. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is Elliott, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That one goes for 8 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
You can't block me. You can't. Hey, Phil.
from the red zone now. Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Anthony Sherman.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Cowboys 31. Saints 25.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on second down. Breeze caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
New Orleans.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dontari Poe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Able to push his way through. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Prescott. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Prescott's pass intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll run with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Cameron Jordan made the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Run for Pollard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 24-yard line.
From the 24, Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The pass. Fumble on.
He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Rashad Jones.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
2 yards.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started. And in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd and
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the ground with Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.